There are worries, certainly, that you're going to get your pocket picked, or you're going to get mugged, or you're going to get seduced by somebody, right? There's all sorts of potentially bad behaviour that can take place at the theatre. And that's because of where it is, in part. The neighbourhood is a bit less reputable than the other areas of London, a bit less kind of supervised, I suppose. So a trip to the theatre might have been a kind of a slightly more, well, I suppose fun, but a slightly more risky kind of experience. Perhaps an analogy is more like going to a rave, something like that today, rather than going and seeing a Shakespeare play put on by the Royal Shakespeare Company. So there's that element of change. What we would have seen when we got there, well, it would have been daylight for a start, which I think is a small and obvious point, but it changes almost everything, right? The opening scene of Hamlet, the characters on stage, the opening scene of Hamlet, keep on telling us it's dark. And the reason they have to keep on telling us it's dark is because if we're seeing Hamlet in its original staging, it's broad daylight, it's the middle of the afternoon. So the play itself would have begun at, perhaps 3:00, but before the play began, there would have been kind of warm-up entertainments, jugglers, dancers, acrobats, that kind of thing. And we would have seen the play itself, and then at the end, and the Globe does this actually, it would have ended with a dance, with a jig. So it's a much more vibrant kind of experience. It's a much more lively kind of experience, and it's a much less sort of august, austere experience.